Hello exceptionals, welcome to this video tutorial again. This is the voice of David Lightness, and on this particular video I'm going to be showing you on how you can create a very simple design making use of your smartphone. We are going to be replicating this particular design you are seeing right on your screen, making use of the Pixellab software on your smartphone. Okay, so without further ado, let's proceed into the video tutorial. The first thing I'm going to do is to open up my Pixellab app, and as you can see I have my Pixellab right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to change the size of my workspace. As you can see, this is in 4x4 equal size, but then we need it to be 3x4. So I'll just come to this place you're seeing right here, and then I'll click on image size. All right, so right here I'm going to delete and then input 3000, and for this place I'm going to delete and input 4000, as you can see. Then I'll click on OK, and then we are going to get the exact size I am using right now. Okay, now the next thing we need to do, my background color is already white, but then if yours is not white, just click on this place you're saying color, and then you can select whichever color you want. If you can't find your color here, tap on plus and select it directly from the color wheel. So I need a white color. I'm just going to click on OK. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is to input the logo. Although the logo was created fictionally, it's not a legit logo, but then I do not want this video to be too long, which is why I just saved it up. So I'm just going to click on this middle icon, then click on import to bring in the logo. All right, so as you can see I have the logo right here. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is to reduce the size of the logo, just like this. Reduce it a bit and position it around this corner, like this, around this corner. All right, now the next thing we're going to do now is to bring in the brand name. All right, just tap on this place you're seeing A, then tap on this place text, and as you can see the text we just brought in. You can double tap or click on this place you're seeing edit to edit your text. So I'll just double tap, delete, and then I will input the brand name, which is Temax Beauty Salon. Okay, and then I'll click on OK. Now I want to change the font I'm using. I need a serif font. Then I'll click on AB. This place you're seeing AB font. I need a serif font. So I'm just going to locate the font. All right, I'm going to work with this particular font you're seeing right here. This particular font you are seeing right here. So in your own case, you might not be having access to any font. In fact, not might, you are definitely not going to see any font under my font. Okay, you are definitely not going to see any font under my font. The only place you can see fonts is under this place you are seeing fonts, right? Except you have installed fonts into your Pixellab. So I have a video for that on how you can download new fonts and then you can install them successfully into your Pixellab, which I will be sharing with you. So once you go through that video, you will be able to download as much as possible, because the fonts here are the default fonts Pixellab provided, and they are not just much. It is not much. So when you install fonts, you can put them into your Pixellab and you can make use of them. You can download as much as you want. So just use the font. You can search for the name of the font I showed you earlier, and then you can download and follow the process of the font installation I'm going to send to you to install that particular font. Okay, so just download this particular font you're seeing right here and then install it. All right, now I want to change the color of this particular font, so I'll just go to this place you're seeing color, and now I need a brown color, the brown color on the logo. How do I get it? Just tap on this plus icon, right? Now click on this color picker you are seeing right here, this one right here. Click on it and then select the logo. Now you can sample a color from the brown. We want to sample a color, we want to pick up a color, then tap on this mark. All right, then click on OK, and as you can see the color has changed. Now I'm going to reduce the size and then position it in front of the logo, just like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in the element I used that was beneath the brand name. I'll just click on this middle icon again to import, and then I'll select that particular element. As you can see I have it right here. Now I will go to, you can see it's having a background, the element is having a background, and now since it is a plain white background, I can easily remove my background from Pixellab. So I'll click on this place you're seeing erase color, then I will enable. So automatically it's going to pick the white color. Okay, so you can increase the tolerance a bit to 20, then click on mark. Okay, the background has been removed. Now the next thing I want to do is to change the color of this particular element to the same yellow color, or should I say orange color, that is on the logo. Just go to color and repeat the same process. Click on color right here, enable your color, and once you enable the color, tap on plus and pick it from the logo by using the color picker. I'll just select that orange color and then I'll highlight it and click on OK. And as you can see, the color has also changed. So I'll reduce the size and then I'll position it just beneath the name like this. Now I'll use these buttons to adjust to fit into my taste. Okay, I want to make it a little bit tiny. Perfect. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a text. All right, more like a sales copy. So I'll tap on this place you're seeing A. I'll click on text. I'll position it right here and then I'll just input the sales copy way first. Alright, great. So I'll just click on OK. Now I need to reduce the size of my text. So I'll just use this button right here to reduce the size. I want to change the font. I'll go to AB font to change my font. I'll click on this place you're seeing right here, my font, and then I'll look for a good font that I can use. Alright, I would love to use this particular font. If I need to change it, I am going to do that. So I'll just use this Abel regular, this particular font, Abel regular. Then I'll click on OK. I'll increase the size a bit, position the font, the text right here, and then use this button to adjust the padding till I got what I want. Okay, I think this is actually okay. Let me increase it a bit more. Alright, now you can see the spacing in between the text. I feel it's too much, so I'll tap on it and then scroll to this place you are seeing spacing, line spacing. We want to make use of the line spacing. We are going to reduce it so that it will be closer to each other. You can see, so I'll just leave it at maybe minus 10 is okay, and then I'll highlight it and we are good to go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a shape. Now I worked on the background. Let me show you what I did for the background. Okay, so click on this middle icon, but before that, let's tap on our layer icon right here. Then we are going to lock every element we have brought in. All right, now click on this middle icon, click on this place you are seeing draw. All right, now we need to increase the pencil size. Look at what I'm doing. This, I want to draw something, so I'm just going to clear it up. We need to increase the pencil size, right? We need to increase the pencil size to be big, as you can see. Then the color, we are going to be selecting this particular brown color, as you can see. Now just draw something. I just draw some kind of pattern on the background. Okay, I drew a kind of pattern on the background. It's not really necessary whatever you draw. Okay, just make it look creative. All right, I can work with this. Then I'm going to increase the size and then I'll position it around here like this. Then I'll move it to back by clicking on to back. Then I'll go to my opacity and then reduce the opacity to about let's leave it at 5. And then I'll click on the layer icon to lock it as well. And that was how I got that background texture. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a shape. Okay, click on this place you're seeing shape, adjust your shape, position it around here like this, move it just like this. Now the color I want to use, I'm going to be using that same yellow color. The radius, I want it to have a curved edge. I'll leave it at 7. Okay, or better still, let's just use 10. Then the opacity of my shape, I'm going to reduce it to about 20. Then I'll go to stroke. I'll activate stroke to be on 2. You can just leave it at 1. Leave the stroke at 1. Then go to blur radius and add just 1 blur radius. Okay, then the stroke color, this is the stroke color right here. I want to select that brown. That's what I'm going to select, and I'm going to reduce the opacity of that particular shape just to 15. Then I'll tap on mark. All right, now I want to bring in another shape, so I'll just tap on this shape again. I will adjust it to be around here, just like this, to make sure it is aligned with the first shape. Then I'm going to drag it up and I'm going to change the color to brown. Then I'm going to give it a curved edges as well. I'm just going to give it that round edge, as you, this place. So I'm going to give it a round edge of 5, and then I'll click on stroke. I'll be giving it a stroke as well. Let's just leave the stroke at 1 as well. Then go to color and select the orange color this time around. Let's check it out to see what we've got. and I feel this is actually good. This is perfect. Now I'm going to shadow, and I'll be adding a shadow to this particular square shape at the top. So I'll go to shadow, enable my shadow. I'll reduce the blur radius to 5, and I'll bring the shadow down a little by using offset Y. I'll add my offset Y. Now you can see that this shadow is obviously too thick, so we need to reduce the shadow transparency. So we'll go back to shadow right here, tap on plus, and then reduce this. This is the transparency. Reduce it to till you get what we actually want. So let me just bring it to about 60. It's still too thick. Let me reduce it more to 30. Yes, I feel this is actually preferable. Now the next thing we are going to do is to impute the services rendered. Just copy this particular Temac Beauty Salon. We can lock up this element. Copy this particular text. Come here, tap on the text and click on copy. As you can see, so I'll position it here. I'll edit it and impute our services. And then I'll click on OK. Now I want to change the color to a white color, so I'll just go to color and select white. Now I need it to be bigger than this. Alright, I don't want this to be a capital letter S. I'll make it a small letter S, and then click on OK. Then I'm going to position it just around here. Alright, great. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate these as services and then impute the services rendered. So I will position it right here. I'll click on color and change it to brown. I'll change it back to brown. I'll double tap to edit, delete the text, and start imputing the services rendered. Alright, great. Now you can see I use a bullet dot right here. If you cannot find a bullet dot in your own case, you can just make use of star. Alright, but for me, how do I locate my bullet dot? I'll just tap on this place, and once I tap on it, I'll tap on here, and you can see this is my bullet dot right here. So once I tap on it, I'll get what I want. But then if you can't find it in your own device, just tap on it and use star instead of bullet dots. You can also make use of star. Then I'll click on this back icon, and then I'll click on OK. And as you can see, I have my services ready. Now the text is too bold. All right, the text is too bold. Now I'll go to AB font. That's because of the type of font we are using. All right, so I'll go to this place you're seeing AB font. Now there's another variation of that font, so I'll click on my font, locate the same font I used, and this time around I'm going to select the one that is not bold. As you can see, this was the one I used earlier, Salon Pro, and it's bold. So now I need perhaps the regular or the semi-bold. Let's just use regular instead. Let's use the regular. So if we need to make this bold, we can come to bold and then we can make it bold. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size. I'm going to reduce the size to be small. Let's make it 40, and then I'll go to my line spacing and give it enough spacing. So let's leave the spacing at 5. Then we are going to position our text around this place like this. Great. Now I feel like increasing the height of this shape a little bit more. So I'm just going to tap on my layer. I'll locate the shape right here. I'll click on this middle icon and then I'll click on edit. Then I'm going to increase the height just a little bit more. Okay. Then I'll highlight mark. Great. Now we are getting to the end of the design, but then you can see this bullet dot. I want to use color balancing. I would like to use a different color for those color itself. So just go to this A. After tapping on the text, click on A, then go to color. Now what we are going to do is pretty simple. Just select, you can see this text right here. Use it to highlight only the bullet dot, then select the orange color. And as you can see, the colors are changing as I'm doing that. Alright, great. As you can see, I have been able to change all the colors successfully. Now the next thing we want to do is to bring in the picture of our model, that lady's picture. So I'll click on this middle icon and then I'm going to click on import. Then I'm going to locate the lady's image. I have it right here. Now I'm going to increase the size a little. I'm going to increase it just a little, and then I'll position it around here. Okay, let me reduce it more. Alright, so let's bring in a shape. We are going to click on this place to bring in a shape and adjust it like this. Then we'll position it around here. Now this shape, we are going to make it a brown color. Okay, we're going to make it a brown color. So we'll just go to color and select brown. Then, although I did not use a stroke when I created it earlier, but then I'm going to be using a stroke now. So I'll just go to stroke, activate my stroke, and the stroke color, I'm going to make it that orange color we have been using. Let me move it downward a bit. Then I'll tap on this mark icon. Now we need to adjust or lock all our elements before that. So we need to adjust this lady's image. Now I need this shape to be at the top of the lady, so I'll just tap on the shape and bring it to front. Alright, so let's check out what we've got. Now as you can see, the lady's ear is actually covering the beauty text. It's covering the beauty text, so I'll bring it. I like to adjust the text and reduce the size a little bit. I'll tap on the transform. I'll click on A. Now I'm going to locate size, and then I'll reduce the size. Okay, just so that the ear will be visible. So I'll leave it at 40 first. Let's adjust if we can work with this. Okay, I'll just increase the size of my model and position her right here. Great. Now as you can see, the text is still pretty visible, but then we need to adjust it more. So we'll come to size and reduce it more. And I feel this is actually better. Now we'll tap on the lady's image, and then we are going to be working on a little bit of body retouching. So click on this middle and then come to color filters. First, I'm going to reduce the saturation of the lady's picture. I'll leave it at -10. The brightness, I'll reduce it to -10 as well. And then let's leave this at +10. Then, now the next thing I'm going to do is to add shadow on the lady's image. But before that, I want to adjust these shapes right here. So let me lock the lady's image. I'll unlock those shapes, and then I'll tap on this first square shape. I'll click on edit and adjust it to be around here. I'll tap on the second one, click on edit, and adjust it as well to be around here. Perfect. This will allow me to move my model a little bit more. So let me unlock the model, bring it downward a bit, and now go to shadows. All right, go to shadow, activate your shadow, select the first shadow we used earlier. We don't want it to be so visible. Then we are going to give it an offset X -20 and offset Y as well to be -15. So you can see the shadow we just activated, but then we don't need it to be so visible. We need a black color and we don't need it to be so visible. So let's use 100 and see. Nah, this is so visible. It is too visible. How about 65? Now I'm going to increase the blur radius. You can see this is the blur radius. Increase it to be really high, or perhaps let's just reduce the shadow transparency a bit more. Yeah, this is better. Now we are almost done with our designs. We just need to bring in the rest of the elements. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a shape. Please pay careful attention. Now do not tamper with the size of this shape. Just use this particular button right here to reduce the size of your shape. Okay, give it a round edge of about 20, and then we are going to position it right here. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to stroke. I'll go to stroke. I'll add a stroke right here, and I'm going to be selecting that orange color. All right, I'll make the stroke width just 1. Now I'll go to shadow, activate the shadow, use the same shadow I used earlier, and then I will be using the offset of 15. The blur radius, I would love to reduce it to 5, and let's see what it turns out to look like. Great. Now I'll duplicate this shape, click on copy, edit, and drag it a little. Make sure they are on the same line. If you can't get it perfectly like this, you can just tap on this grid icon, click on this setting like icon, and drag this down like this. With this, you can position them on the same line. As you can see, it's showing me. So activate your magnet like icon, and it's going to be attracting them to be on the same line. So I'll copy, click on edit. This time I will drag it a little bit to the other side, and as you can see, I made sure the spaces in between those shapes are even. Great. Now we'll tap on each of the shapes, and then we'll go to texture. Now click on this icon and select the image you feel like using. Now, as you can see, this image, the ratio is a little bit different from the ratio of the shape. So I'll just click on this 1:1, and then I'll adjust it to the top. And this is what we've got. Now I'll tap on the image at the middle, click on this, click on this. I'll select my next image, click on 1:1, and just that process is what I'm going to repeat for the last image as well. Perfect. And as you can see, we are done with the arrangement of our layers. I would like to move this to a little bit to the left so that the space will be even. Now, all we need to do now is just to bring in our phone number and then the location of the business. So we'll lock up our elements. Now, just copy this particular shape. You see this particular shape that we positioned our services. Copy it, click on edit, and drag it downward, just like this. Drag it downward, adjust the height a bit, and then drag it like this. Okay. Now I will activate my grid line and position it at the middle, as you can see. Now there is something I want you to pay careful attention. Okay. If you should take note of my work, everything is on the same line from the left hand side. Everything is on the same line. So it's like an imaginary margin. So don't make your work be scattered. Make sure they are on the same line. If you need to use the grid line, make sure you use the grid line. Okay. So I'll tap on this, click on edit. Now the round edges is too much. I'm going to bring it to about 3 or 2. Let's just use 2. Now the stroke, I'm going to remove the stroke from here. Then I'll go to the stroke outside to activate it. And then I'll select the color. And this is what we've got. Okay. I think this stroke is too much. I want to use just one. Perfect. Now I will import my call icon, WhatsApp icon, and every other thing. Alright, great. So I have imported all the necessary resources I need. So now all I need to do is to select all of them. Let me hide the WhatsApp and the call icon for now. So I will select the location icon first, reduce the size to be small, and then I'll position it where I want it to be, right here. Now I'll use my move button to move it since it's small. Now sometimes you might be finding it hard to move smaller elements. You can just click on this zoom icon, okay, to zoom it in and position them properly. So I'll just tap on this, and then I'll go to color. I want to make use of the orange color, okay, that same orange color. Now the next thing I would like to position is my call icon. So I'll click on import. I'm sorry, I already imported it. So I'll click on my layer icon. Let me lock this, and then reduce the size of the call icon. I'll go to color as well, enable my color, and select the orange color. Reduce the size and position it inside this shape right here. Perfect. Now the last thing is the WhatsApp icon. Now the tricky part about this WhatsApp icon is that I did not like the color it's giving. I can't just use this green. So I'll just go to erase color, right? Please pay careful attention. I'll go to erase color. I'll enable it. Now it's automatically erased the white color, which is normal. So I will increase the tolerance. I will increase the tolerance to about 25. Now it has erased all the white. Now if you should notice, there is a kind of gray color showing at the edge of the WhatsApp. This particular gray color right here. Now just tap on this place you are seeing plus. Tap on it, and then click on the color picker again to select to sample a color. Let me zoom out. So we need to sample that gray color, as you can see. Then I'll tap on mark, and it has got rid of the gray color as well. And then I'll increase the tolerance too. Then I'll tap on mark. Now we have just this green shape. Now I'll go to color and change the green shape to orange as well. And then I'll reduce the size a little bit. Then I'll position it. Let me lock up my image. Then I'll position this just inside like this. And now all we need to do is to just bring in the phone number and the details we used. I would love to move the services and these shapes. I like to move them up. Now what do I do? Instead of moving them one by one, I can easily tap on this icon you are seeing right here. I will scroll, locate our services, the shapes, and the list of the services. Then click on this icon to drag them up. Then click on position, just to move them up a little. And I feel this is actually okay. Yes, this is perfect. Now I'll copy this, transform your look and elevate. I'll copy that particular text. This particular text, I'm going to copy it. Go to A. Now I'll change the color to white, and then I'll start typing in the necessary information. And then I'll click on OK. So we have our location ready. Then I can make it bold. I'll just go to B style and then bold. I'm going to copy it again, position it right here, and input the phone number. And then I'll click on OK. Then I'm going to copy this phone number again. Let's just assume this is the same number for the WhatsApp, and then I'll position it right here. And now we are done with our design, and I believe this video has been able to teach you one or two things, and I can't wait to see your own replication. Please make sure you take your time to achieve the design. I'm only trying to rush the video so that it will not be too long, but then in your own case, all you need to do, watch the video carefully. If there is any part you did not get properly, back forward the video and then do it properly before submitting your own project. And now to save up your design, all you need to do is to click on this icon you are seeing right here, and then click on save as image. And once you click on save as image, just click on save to gallery. Now don't just save your design to your gallery. I would also suggest you save it as project, because let's say for instance it might not even be your own mistake, it might be your client's mistake. Maybe your client realized that the phone number or the address they gave to you was wrong, and then they needed you to edit something for them. Or if by any means you yourself you notice you want to add something, you wouldn't have to start the design all over from the beginning again. So make sure you save your work as project. Just click on this same icon and then click on save as project and give it any name you want. All right, give it any name you want, and once you are done with that, you can save it as image. Now once you have saved it as project, anytime you need it or you need to edit it, just click on this icon you are seeing right here and click on my project. And as you can see, I have a bunch of projects I have worked on Pixellab that I can have access to right here. Okay, so even if my client comes and say, okay, please, I need you to edit something for me, all I need to do is to come here and edit the design. Like this design you are seeing right here, I have created it since 2023, and then I still have access to it. I created this design around November 2023. So even if my client comes today and said, please, I need you to help me edit something, I don't need to start the design all over again. I'll just edit it from here. Okay, so thank you once again for sticking around to the end of the video tutorial. See you on the next one.